Hello, Blue Beginnings. This video is a little bit outside of the actual themes that we're doing in Blue Beginnings, but it is not outside of the context of all of it. And I've also mentioned this recently as well, of not taking it personally. I want to give you a little story about something that has occurred with me tonight and talk about how important not taking it personally is. So some of you know already and some of you don't. Several weeks ago I ordered a bed, and the whole bed situation in my house has been a situation for over a year. Yeah, no, it hasn't. The conversations about it began over a year ago. Several months. And long story short, I had a bed that was very large, but that it didn't work well with my body. It was a really nice bed. Didn't work well with my body. And my mother needed a bed. I gave her the bed. We decided to get tie mats, and turns out that they didn't work out so well either. And I've been researching mattresses for a long time. And a month or so ago, I bought a mattress and a foundation. Foundation came within a couple of days, no problem. The bed, the mattress, was supposed to deliver last night. As many of you know, you were in class with me, and it did not. And the reason was that it had not even been attempted for delivery. The same thing happened today, and it was rescheduled for Monday. I began looking up to see if this company had shipping issues, and it did, and there were a lot of reviews about it. So the mind chatter started that, have I been ripped off? Am I being ripped off? Am I going to lose all this money? I put it on the credit card. What am I going to do if I lose all this money? And that mind chatter was so strong that it had me not even wanting to contact the company. And I contacted FedEx today. I've done that for many, many years where I work. And I finally thought, no. This is mine to own. And I'm not going to play this game, so I'm going to call and ask a question. So I got someone on the phone, and she was very nice, and I talked to her for probably 15 minutes. And she gave me her spiel, and I told her I had already spoken to someone, a couple of weeks ago, and that they were supposed to credit me $50, and that the credit never came through on my card. And she said, well, I'm going to credit you $100, and I'll send you the email right now about that credit. And I said, great. However, here is my boundary. The credit needs to come through. It's great that you've sent me the email stating you're doing the credit, but if it doesn't come across to my credit card, then it doesn't matter. You've just told me that, and it doesn't matter. And I have read all these reviews, and here's what I'm not willing to do. I'm not willing to play this game. So if the credit doesn't come through, or if the bed's not delivered on Monday, I'm going to cancel this order and contact my credit card company and tell them, and to dispute the claim, dispute the charges, because I'm not going to be out several $100s over this. Now, of course, she doesn't want me to do that, and she talks with me for a while, and I told someone else just a bit ago that she was very sincere and very genuine and authentic, and she talked to me about how she really wanted me to be able to get this mattress because of how much it had helped her. And she said, I understand your frustration, and she said, and to be honest, we are behind. She said, we've been on 4 talk shows, and it's a small company, and we have gotten hit with so many orders that we're behind, and we're just trying to catch up. Okay, great. And she was contacting her FedEx liaison and all of these things, trying to help me. And toward the end of the conversation, she said, thank you. Thank you for not yelling at me or cussing me. She said, because I don't know if it's the holiday season or what it is, but she said, people have just been so mean. And in that moment, I was so grateful for this work. I was so grateful for the book, The Four Agreements, that talked to me about not taking it personally. I was so grateful for the Blue Truth work that taught me how to tell what's true in my mind chatter or not. I was so grateful for forgiveness work that teaches me that I'm not a victim and that they are not wronging me. And for self-forgiveness work, so that I'm not in this worthlessness to where I'm believing that everyone else is against me. So this girl, Natalie was her name, thanked me because I didn't yell and cuss her. And I told her, you know, people do that because they're taking it personally and because maybe it's a gift and they're afraid of what someone else is going to think about them or what someone else is going to say, or they're afraid of getting in trouble in some way, or they're afraid that they're a victim, and so they react and lash out at you, and it's not your fault, so you don't take it personally either. So I do feel frustration about the situation with the mattress, and I told her that I hoped that I could be one of those people that said, hey guys, I know this is frustrating, but if you will be patient and let the bed get here, it's really, really great. And I told her I would love to be able to write a review about it, because she said it seems like people just want to talk about the negative stuff about us and not the good stuff. They want to get online and post a review when they don't like what's happening, but then they won't go post the review that they do. And I said, well, I'd like to be the one that does. I'd like to be the one that gets the bed and said, yeah, there's some shipping stuff, and yeah, they were backordered and I had to wait a while, but it was worth it. So I didn't yell at her, and I didn't cuss her, and I didn't get really reactive, but I was firm in my boundaries, and I told her that too, that I didn't have to react and yell at her because I have boundaries. And I was so grateful for the Blue Way, for my almost 10 years of doing this kind of work, really, because she's a person doing her job. And even if the company was running a scam, it doesn't necessarily mean that she is. And even if she is and they are, it's not about me personally, and in fact has nothing to do with me. And I do have other options, like contacting my own credit card company. So as you go through this holiday season and things are not going your way, or you're afraid you're not going to get, a package, or if you're in a department store and someone cuts in line in front of you, or they're hateful to you, or whatever it is, remember that you have boundaries and you have the Blue Way, and that you don't have to react and take it personally. And that makes a difference.